Hey, what's up fellas, Corey Maru here, and welcome to a game called Above Eden, a game about a girl, and that's all I know. That night I saw her, a girl floating without moving, serenity over the apartments, gracefully levitating under the clouds as she breathed in the buildings below her. Nothing in this world seemed to exist but her. As the breeze caressed her long hair, shimmers of euphoria exuded from her eyes. What was this girl doing? Why has she not fallen horrifically to her death yet? Why is she there? Like a butterfly in time, or flower petals sitting on a lake. She remained, and I was her audience. The events of the day disappeared. For the first time in my life, I felt like I was looking through my own eyes. I wouldn't call it love or romantic encounter. The girl transcended those emotions. Something so pure and visceral that words would fail to describe it. Her baggy sweatshirt rustled as she stood above the city. I could make out the shine from her various necklaces, glints of silver jumped from bracelets to earrings. When she wasn't floating, I'm sure she frequented her local jewelry stores. A type of yearning climbed to the forefront of my thoughts. Her eyes, they held emotions I needed to experience. Thoughts I hadn't learned yet. Dreams I wanted to share. Stories I wanted to be a part of. Every second gazing at the floating girl was an eternity. In bliss, as I watched the fog obscure the moon, something changed. Though we were hundreds of feet apart, I could feel a shift. Her iris barely moved an inch, yet the entire earth was knocked off its orbit. My God, could you imagine being whoever's speaking girlfriend or boyfriend? It's like poetry to you every night. It's beautiful. The kaleidoscope looked back at me. Today was awful. Oh, never mind. It's been 3 weeks into the new year, and I haven't joined a club. To hide my embarrassment at school, I've been eating alone in the stairwell. Sometimes when I hear people coming, I pretend to walk through the halls. Maybe they'll think I have somewhere to be or something important to do. They don't care. I'm just gonna be honest with you, they don't care. It's too pitiful for someone to be eating alone in a place like this. You'd think it'd be easier to join a random friend group. I thought I'd try the photo club. But I don't want to take pictures of other people. Maybe the music club could teach me songs. But they just hang out and don't actually do anything. Why should I feel bad for wanting to learn something? I keep getting excluded. It's better to be alone anyway. Ain't that the truth? I can think to myself and clear my head. Thinking is good. Maybe everyone else should try it. Though I'm sitting here on a curb complaining. The park gets really quiet around this time, and barely anyone comes this way, so it's a perfect chance to get some real solitude. Away from everything. I continue to sit on the brick tile. My legs are starting to feel numb. Maybe if I shift my weight around, there could be a... Gah. The sound is brought by two bodies colliding. Or it would be more correct to say that one body impacted another. Someone's boot came directly for my ribs. Ow. Oh, you completely camouflaged the scenery. No wonder I didn't see anyone. Hey, you, that's not a good place to sit. You're gonna get kicked. The violent culprit is now lecturing me. I turn around sharply to fire back at my assailant. What the? It's her. If miracles existed, this had to be one. All the luck in my life probably got used up just for this moment. It's probably fine. Maybe I can rack up some good karma in other ways. I'll go pick up some trash later to make it even. You really should sit somewhere else, you know. How am I supposed to see you? She's complaining at me. There's absolutely no one around. I should have the freedom to sit wherever I want in a public park. Maybe you should look where you're going. Those shoes are gonna leave a bruise. A bruise? Are you 5 years old? You should be happy a girl as cute as me walked near you. Maybe you should be more thankful. This girl is out of her mind. Why would I be thankful? It's gonna hurt for at least a week. Look, it's swelling up now. Don't you have any shame? You just kicked a random bystander. I wouldn't really call you a bystander if you were sitting on the curb. Maybe more of a bysitter. Is that even a saying? Is there anything going on in your brain right now? If this is a new word, maybe I should contact someone about it. Do people get paid for new word discoveries? He's not listening to me. I'm getting a headache. Don't you have anything to say for yourself? You know, there's a drink machine around the corner. It has a really good selection. You can take me there before they run out, if you want. Is this some kind of scam? I got kicked and now she's shaking me down for vending machine money. Ah, my ribs. Hey, you're saying your inner thoughts out loud. Trust me, the strawberry tea is a once-in-a-life opportunity. With a grin, she's dragging me now. And just like that, I got swept up and limped to the soda machine. My God, if only it was this easy. But at the same time, all you gotta do is get kicked in the ribs. Your walk is so lame. Did you try to stand up a bit taller? I could try if someone didn't brutally attack me. Maybe if we're quick, we can catch the culprit. Nice idea. But if there's a reward. If it's money, I'll split it with you. 80-20. That's way too off. I would need at least that much in order to survive until I hit someone else. Yes, hello police. The criminal just confessed. Then at least 200 units to my location. What's up with that? A gentle mist trailed through the trees. We finished our drinks and chatted about nothing. This is really cute. This is really awesome. I found this game from Twitter because I typically go there for like finding different indie games and whatnot. And this just seems really cozy and nice. I have a special cassette, you know. Special? Yep. This is a completely rare, unique, critical, HyperX, ultra, deluxe, one-of-a-kind type of special. Anyway. Don't be that way. It's really, really special to me. So what's in the magic cassette? Why do you have it? My lungs shudder. That's not humanly possible. An inhuman light shines in her eyes. She's smiling. Like a child thrilled to show off a new toy. This cassette is very important. This cassette is very important after all. It holds the voice of God. What's about to happen to me? Did I mishear? You didn't mishear me. You a mind reader or something? I can see the dumb look on your face. Of course that's what you're thinking. Are you serious? Seriously serious. Seriously. So what do they sound like? A huge grin spreads across her face. It seems I've fallen for a trap. You're curious, aren't you? Of course you would be. But it's a secret. Maybe one day I'll give you a peek. You can't build up all that tension and not show me. Come on, let me hear some of it. Nope, this isn't for you. We've only talked once or twice. I'm not going to share my treasured item just yet. Not to be that guy, but in all honesty, you didn't just show it to me. Like, if I wanted to, I could just steal it and run away. I want to hear it, though. Do you have other cassettes, or is this your only one? Another mischievous look. I fell for another trap. Of course I do. Not some weirdo who listens to strange things. Ah, that's perfect. I thought I was talking to the local weirdo who only listens to strange things. Something hits me. Ow. She punched me. It was very gentle, barely a word. Ow. Wait. She's still hitting me. Okay, it hurts now. Please forgive me. Had enough, Another foe defeated by my signature left hook. She's talking to herself again. I have no idea what this girl is saying. Must have been a boxer in a past life. Here, let me show you. I typically rotate a few of these out every week. Hold on, give me a second to rewind these. There always have to be a few anime openings. Back Into the Gate is getting a lot of plays. There are some idol covers, once a Vocaloid. Oh, but give me one moment. Peruvian Doom stays in always. Don't touch that one or I'll beat you up. And also, like Doomslayer music, across from telephone wires. The two of us shared a park bench, and a collection was revealed. This is really awesome. I think either this game's a horror game with a dark twist, or I've played so much horror that I feel like something horrible is gonna happen. Don't listen to me though, this might be their cozy, continue relaxing. I found myself at the park again. Things have been rough, but at least for these moments, it feels a little easier. You're gonna fall in if you stay crouched like that. Hello, can you hear? Silence, idiot. Oh, it's with wrong words. It's fine. I'm concentrating. She's crouched, her arms over her knees like some delinquent glaring at the pond. She's so close to it, the dew is hitting her boots. If I get a little closer, I could push her in. If you make me fall, I'll kill you. And then I'll kill you again. Dying twice is no fun. Trust me. This girl is bad news. I'll do it. Don't test me. I take a step closer to position myself for a good push. As I get right behind her, I start to bend my knees, and she instantly stands up. The delinquent girl is now inches from my face, staring me down. No words are spoken, but her eyes are locked on me. A silent threat. Something more awful than anything you could possibly imagine will happen if I fall into this pond. Scary. Better leave her alone, for my own safety. She shoots one more deadly look at me before resuming her crouch positioning. The pond is fairly clean for this part of the city. Even the small bits of pollution create a nice shimmer with the park lights. It's just really beautiful. Like tiny rainbows skimming the surface. Come sit with me. I'm fighting the ducks. You do also like it. Like we have no idea what these characters' voices, or not voices, names are. It's just, for her, I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen, you can't see my finger. For her thing, it's these, and for our character, it's like these type of things. And that's just how we know. Well, that strange comment, she lights a cigarette and brings it to her mouth. Smoking kills, you know. Her movements exuded the confidence and elegance of an experienced smoker. I've never seen someone move that smoothly before. I guess this girl has many unsolved mysteries about her. And she's choking on it. LOL. That was so uncool, it's funny. If I laugh at her, she'll probably suplex me into the water. I have to keep a conversation going somehow. Why are you fighting the ducks? What did they do? Her face is a bit puffy with small tears trailing down her flushed cheeks. They think they're better than me. Just look at them. I don't think they understand you. An eastern spot-billed duck. Their name is derived from the iconic yellow spot on its beak. They measure about the same size as a mallard. Sporting a gray coat and long neck, the bird flops towards the lily pads. It turns its beak towards us for a moment, only to immediately resume its path through the moss. You see that? Smug bastards. I'll get them. She throws something at the duck and it whizzes through the air for a moment. Oh, she just threw a little cigarette at a duck. It has to be illegal. Its trajectory makes a soft plop, nowhere near its target. Her aim is awful. The criminal charges keep rising for this girl. You good? No. You should hold on to your cigarettes. They must be expensive. You'll save more money if you stop this war with the ducks. It's okay. I can't finish them anyway. The ducks had it coming. Someone has to show them who's boss. Oh god, you're me actually, almost make me actually cough. Method acting, improv. The remnants of her cigarette linger in her exhale. Isn't it unfair? What is? Those shimmy along eating scraps. And if the scraps aren't good enough, they can just set up and fly somewhere else. The rest of us are stuck in the dirt. I think it's funny that the girl who floated over the park is jealous of a bird. It's a mystery, isn't it? Laugh if you want to. Prepare yourself for an uppercut. I'll pass on the violence, but I don't think we're so different from the ducks. Another deep sigh. You might be right. I've never heard of that word in my life. I'm a nymph. The smoke drifts gently. She smells like cigarettes and lavender today too. Nothing you say makes any sense. It's the truth. And if you don't believe in whales, they still exist, don't they? You don't believe in whales? No comment. Haven't you read any mythology? Nyphe. Wait, did I misspell that? Nymphs? Oh, nymph. Yeah. Or like nature spirits, fairies, angelic entities, special stuff, you know? A nymph is a little more in tune to the lungs of the plant than the average human. Imagine if you could feel the cosmos itself. You'd be able to do incredible things. Transmutation of the 9 sacraments, soul displacement, cynical resurrection of temporal phenomenon. And that last one sounds fancy, but I think you guys would call it something like a time loop. Did you just refer to humans as you guys? Oops. By the way, that time loop stuff is seriously bad news. Way too scary for me. Who knows what could happen? You could get caught in a time loop and find out your wife is secretly your sister. Anyway, tapping into the planet is almost like cooking. You take all kinds of important feelings, put them together, and try to make something beautiful with those ingredients. You sound like you'd be a really bad cook. I can make at least 2 things. Maybe. Maybe. Setting aside my expert level cooking skills, everyone does their best to shift their world in meaningful ways. I'd like to think that some life forms are grasping for something, just beyond what they can see. They're looking for something unattainable. Somehow, I was able to do it. I reached somewhere that no one should ever go. This is proof of that violation. She bounced her sweatshirt pocket. The cassette. Yep. Beautiful and smart. I'm seriously amazing, you know. My hand is starting to spin. What do you mean you reached somewhere no one should go? I need an actual human explanation. Someday I'll let you listen to the tape. It'll all make sense. Even if I explain things properly to you, you just complain the whole time, right? This way is better. I still don't get it. That's okay. You will at some point. For now, let's just enjoy the time left. My heart sinks. The time left. That's what she said. Did she flub her words? Or it never even occurred to me that our time together would end. But the way she said that sounded like my time is running out. I swear you must be an Esper or something. And you keep reading my mind. I already told you, I'm a nymph, not an Esper. Weren't you listening? Besides, it's not hard to guess what you're thinking when you have such obvious reactions. Your emotions are written all over your face. Your thought process is correct. My time really is running out. Like I said, I reached somewhere I shouldn't have. And someone isn't very happy about that. They're coming for me. No one should be able to touch God. It's somehow I managed to do it. The fruits of that effort are sitting right here in my pocket. And there's 2 days left. God, is this turning into a horror? I forgot to mention it to you, but when I reached out, I secretly touched an eldritch god. And ever since then, been trying to write me out of reality. Can you spot me? I don't have any cash right now. She glanced at a nearby drink machine. I've spotted you every day this week. I voiced my complaints on deaf ears and proceed to insert coins into the machine, each one clinking to the mechanisms, rattling down an assortment of colors. Hot, iced, milk, coffee, soup, tea, fruit. Not surprised for hanging out with a cutie like me? Don't worry though, I'll pay you back eventually. Yeah. What are you getting? My favorite, of course, rose milk tea. I'll share some with you. As the can rolls to the bottom, she bends over to pick it up and shakes it thoroughly. It's open with a satisfying, you heard it, and she takes the first sip. It's so good, what a luxury. Here, you try it. She starts to hand the can to me before pulling it back quickly. Those eyes are definitely thinking of something dumb. Don't get too excited from the indirect kiss. You heard me. I grab the can and start to drink it. The rose brings a really refreshing floral aftertaste. I'm not gonna lie, I hate... I know, Shane, why are you talking? Listen to the visual novel. I have to speak my opinion too. I hate, like rose flavored stuff or like flower flavored stuff. I think it just tastes like I'm eating a plant or drinking a plant. It's the worst for me. But you know, each their own. Not too sweet, but definitely a drink best for dessert or special occasions. Hey, you're drinking too much. That was just a sip. That was the biggest sip I've ever seen in my life. A typical sip would be 3 drops at maximum. You're breaking the law. Now I'm gonna need another one. She's putting in the drink machine, waiting for the coins to magically appear in the slot. I oblige her. Again. The can rolls out. Again. And we continue our chat. Again. Some time passes and she's had at least 3 more drinks. I want another one. How many rose teas has this girl had? Don't worry, they're really good, so it's okay. I can't stop until I'm fully satisfied. That's some insane logic. She skips over to the well-used drink machine and turns towards me before I even have a chance to pull out the cash. Here, I'll get this one. Consider it a special service. She winds up. Oh my god. It gives the machine one solid roundhouse kick right on the side. If there was anyone else in this world right now, you'd be in seriously trouble. You'd think she was some kind of martial artist. I can't believe I've been associating with such a dangerous person. That kick could probably take someone's head off. The boots of mass destruction hit the machine and it recoils heavily. All of its insides rattled by the assault. While the drinks are crying out in pain, he lightly steps over to its front. And with a cute idle pose, completely mismatched to her previous brutality, she clicks the button for rose milk tea. And out it drops. All this time you made me pay when we could have been drinking free. That's a bit cruel, honestly. You didn't need to make me pay. Satisfied with herself, she cracks open the spoils of her victory and walks back towards me. The well-psycho nymphs assault vending machines. Only the cutest and most intelligent? Ah, I see. That clears things up. I still don't understand why someone with a crazy profession like that would be hanging around this town. Shouldn't you be fighting magicians or homunculi or something? Wow, homunculi. So cool. You must read a lot of manga with that overreactive imagination. It's only natural to think that someone crazy would be off doing insane stuff. I guess so. But I already achieved what I was after. So I'm taking a nice break to appreciate the win. Oh. All those crazy things seem small when you're in the middle of it. But they're definitely nothing to sneeze at. This feels like the end, doesn't it? Insanity is all around us. Unimaginable creatures and consequences, beliefs and dreams. Everything itself exists in the ether. It's more a question of how hard do you go looking for it. She won't be here forever. I have to tell her. Hey. I was just getting to the good stuff. If all of those things are really out there, then I'm glad I met you instead of a scary magician. Her gaze doesn't shift from straight in front of her. Listless eyes filled with the same fog that surrounds us. But with those words, they cleared. She looks back at me. Me too. She's smiling. I'll treasure these moments forever. You know, I think I have one more thing to say, if you'll hear me out. What's up? If you swear to stop throwing cigarettes at ducks, I'll listen to your request. No promises on that. She took a deep breath. I felt myself unconsciously breathing with her, as she slowly takes the atmosphere into her chest. This precious inhale seemed to hold the last bit of oxygen on Earth. Those eyes held me in place, with a look I'll never forget until the day I die. There's only so much time to witness a miracle, you know? I wish I had never held back from the start, but I'll never avert my eyes again. I'm so glad I could see the stars with you tonight. We sat in silence for a long time after that. The chittering of bugs, wind through the leaves, 2 bodies embraced, and the last street lamp faded into twilight. I somehow knew that last night would be the last time I'd see her. I didn't want to believe it. There had to be some chance. Please, just one more opportunity. It's all I ask. Oh, I guess I used up all my karma in that first meeting. Of course it wouldn't happen again. I never got to listen to that cassette of hers. But to be honest, I just want to spend more time idly chatting. The cassette, nymphs, homunculi, all those things are less important than the girl who walked on the sky. Despite these thoughts, I found myself running to our usual spot deep on the west side of the park. Past the children's playground, misplaced sidewalk, and the weird light post. To the pond, I looked over to the bench, hoping with every fiber in my body to see her just one more time. But nobody came. And wait. I remained alone. No one was there. A wave of sadness washed over me as everything crumbled away. My stomach churns and I stumble my way to a seat to narrowly avoid collapsing. As I sit on the usual bench, my shoes knock into something, and I hear a small clatter. Something mechanical scraped against the concrete tiles. That idiot. Her prized possession was tucked away under the bench. I can imagine her lecturing me. "Don't kick my cassette tape, dummy. Die, 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 die." Truly, no escape from this menace. But if this was so important, why would she leave it on the ground? Did she forget it? No. Even she isn't that airheaded. There has to be some point in it being here. She left it for me, didn't she? Or did something awful happen? She did say that something was coming for her. Did she escape? I never got the chance to ask her all of these things, but would she probably deflect them even if I tried? Regardless of the reason, I'm alone at the park with the beat-up cassette player and one tape in the slot. Listen, yeah, why not? Anyone would try to listen to it, right? Isn't it the most natural thing to do? Unless you're afraid you're going to get grabbed by some deity like her. I wouldn't call myself a connoisseur of the arts, but I enjoy listening to things every now and then. I have to hear it. She would want me to hear it. First things first, always rewind your tapes. You want to avoid damaging the playback heads. The more you misuse your tapes, the more likely they'll degrade. You know the cassette tapes themselves are extremely durable hardware. It's just a good idea to rewind them. What if you accidentally stepped on them? Oh, also, don't forget to store them properly in the case. You'd think they'd be safe if you left them alone. What about dust, Something else to keep in mind is... Oh. Anyway, it's rewind time. My God, it's a long tape. Alright, now I just need headphones. There's no headphones. Seriously? Wait, did I ever see her with headphones? They must have had some. Yeah, we definitely used a pair 2 days ago. I bet she left them in her pocket and forgot. Such an airhead. There's no speaker on this thing, so the only choice is headphones. All the convenience stores are closed. There's no way I can get my hands on something to listen to this on so soon. Dang. The wind chilled, picked up a little. I stuffed my hands into my coat, pockets to warm up. Dang. My shoulders start to adjust to the uncomfortable park bench, and my fingers brush against something. There's a thin cable in my jacket. When did I put my hands in a simple... I put my hands out, and a simple 3.5 headphone jack emerges with them. You've got to be kidding me. I know she's mocking me wherever she is. At least she set you up for success. Man, this thing is really damaged. Must have been through a lot. Whereas that girl's abuse, it definitely needs a break. I plug the headphones in, place them over my ears, and hold it tightly. A few crows just flew off. The city murmurs, and fog obscures the moon. The button clicks. I've heard that our lives unfold like a kaleidoscope. At any given moment, we humans are presented with an infinite amount of choices and decisions that lead into each other. Each shard of glass reflects the light behind it and disperses into thousands of other patterns, with those forming shapes of their own, and even more after that. But every single one holds a part of the sun gleaming through them. Some choices take you to the corners of your sight and bring you to the very edge of the kaleidoscope. Even at this dangerous threshold, where lights can barely reach, we still exist. Our presence within the toy is proof enough. It's up to us to find our way through the labyrinth, follow the colors that catch us and stumble through. Even the smallest glimpse of pigment is worth immeasurable beauty. These thoughts reach me as I drift through the clouds beneath heaven. The flood of dreams refracted onto infinity. The kaleidoscope is shattered, and a new dawn seeps through the cracks. A chance of resurrection was offered, and I took her hand. What does it mean to feel a miracle? As fog obscured the moon, I accepted those words, and she chose levitation. That is going to be the end of my little playthrough for Above Eden. Really? It's hard to say. Forgive me. I just have to get my thoughts together, but a strangely beautiful experience. Like, I expected the game to be something different, and I didn't really quite know what it was going to be. Because, you know, it was like, even the itch.io page was just like a game about a girl. So I had no idea what I was going to expect to coming into it. But yeah, I don't know, like, it was like the message at the end there was like, even in listening to the cassette tape of, there's an infinite amount of choices. Like, choose to peer through the dawn, essentially. And the entire game is shown in black and white. And, you know, our character, our, you know, protagonist is, to say lonely. You know, we feel, I don't want to say depressed. We just feel extremely lonely. We felt completely like the black sheep of groups. We didn't get along with anyone. And she came along, and it was like experiencing, I guess you could say, the color in life again. Because out of everything being black and white, she was the one thing in color, kind of. Well, even though the color was like mostly a black, but it's just a blue and white as well. And it was just a really beautiful story. Like, because you can take that ending in so many different ways. What was this voice of God? And, you know, what does the levitation mean? Did you even manage to levitate at the end? And it's even like a chance at resurrection. Like a new chance to, a new outlook on life you can have. A new chance to see life differently. And she was that for you. Someone that made you see the beauty in the world and you want to see her again. What could happen to her? Who knows? Maybe she really did just get grabbed by God after listening to something. Or, you know, there's a lot of different ways to take it. You can be taking the literal sense, the philosophical sense, which is kind of what it's going for. And, you know, just ways like that. But it's just a really beautiful story. I found myself strangely tearing up slightly. It's such a short thing. It's like 25 to 30 minutes. And that's exactly how long it takes you to beat this game and go to this dialogue. And it's such a short-lived thing, but it does its job beautifully. Doesn't overstay its welcome. There's a beginning to an end. And it's just a really wonderful game. The art and the music really just brought it together to bring such a good experience there. And I loved it. So, yeah. You know, I guess I don't have much more to say than that, but I absolutely loved it. I thought it was just beautiful. But yeah. Anyways, I will yap your ear off. If I keep talking, I will. So yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I sincerely appreciate you all. And farewell for now.